Welcome back everyone to my second playthrough of Final Fantasy I for the Nintendo Entertainment System, played on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode, Albert, Beez, Chip, and Nichols visited the mermaids, and while they were visiting them, they learned of the location of the Fiend of Water, Kraken, at the base of the Sea Shrine. They also recovered the slab that Dr. Unne needed to teach our heroes the Lefeinish language, and they learned that the Mirage Tower was sealed with a musical tone. So they ended the episode by heading to Melmond to talk with Dr. Lefein and learn Dr. Unne. Man, I'm getting everything mixed up here. To talk with Dr. Unne and learn the Lefeinish language. So I'm gonna start this episode by heading to Lefein here now. Everybody before just said Lupa Lupa. Well, now that we've learned their language thanks to Dr. Unne, they'll actually talk normal to us. We are the Lefeinish. Only our bravest became Skywarriors. Your airship was theirs. At the time of destruction, a legend was born. In 400 years, warriors with orbs will appear to save our people. Are you? Well, yep, we got 2 of the 4 orbs restored already. Oh, the Light Warriors, the legend is true. Well, it will be true as long as we defeat the other 2 fiends. But they're the toughest ones, so... And Kraken might be the toughest. 400 years ago, we had advanced civilization. Our interest was the universe. Until 400 years ago, we controlled the power of the wind. This enabled us to suspend the castle in the air. And because Kraken is might be the toughest, we're going to get some treasure in the Mirage Tower before heading back to Kraken. We have passed on the legends from generation to generation, but 400 years have caused our memories to fade. The floating castle floats high in the sky, seemingly among the stars. So, I wonder if the robots made by our ancestors are still moving. Well, Cope from Onrak said he saw a robot, so we'll have to go find out. We'll also be able, I guess, to find out in the Mirage Tower, because that apparently was made by the Lefeinish people. So let's go finish talk with the people on this side. The floating castle, our ancestors lived there. The Mirage Tower is the entrance. See, I kind of pointed out last time that the Mirage Tower and the Sky Castle are kind of together. Our last 5 warriors left to find the cause of the world's decay. We know they lived, but as bats. We fought with Tiamat, but were unsuccessful. The fiend now inhabits our floating castle. Okay, so now we know where the remaining fiends are. The power of wind was taken by Tiamat. This guy who isn't moving? With this chime, you can enter the Mirage Tower. So, yep. The guy who's not moving, that shows he's important, so we get the chime from him. Now we can enter the Mirage Tower. We know that the great power controlled the fiends. Our 5 bravest warriors left, never to return. Well, they're still alive, but as bats. Stamped from the bottom, made in Lefein. Alright, well let's get out of here, and we'll hop over to the Mirage Tower. Like I said, there's a lot of treasure over there, and a lot of good items that will definitely help us on our hunt for Kraken. So, like I said, the mermaids, they can wait. They've been waiting for 200 years, so they can wait a little bit longer to ensure our success. So, move stuff around a little bit there, just so it's easier to access in our inventory when we use it in battle, because we're getting quite a lot of weapons that we can use in battle. We're getting a weapon that will replace the Zeus's Gauntlet that we have in the Mirage Tower. And then we have to poke over here on the little strip of grass there. And now we can enter the Mirage Tower. Before, like I said, it just blocked us from going into it. But now we're able to head on in, so make a quick save just to be safe. And the first floor is really easy. All you have to do is just head straight in, and if you weren't interested in treasure, just turn around and go up to the second floor. But as you see, there's quite a few treasures here on the first floor that we want to grab. We were told about robots that the Lefeinish people made. Well, looks like some of them have gone rogue, so we got these guard robots here, like the creatures in the Sea Shrine. Robots are weak to lightning. that's a thing that's gonna carry on through most Final Fantasies. They're gonna have robots are gonna be weak to lightning attacks. So yeah, Final Fantasies, most of them always have some bit of sci-fi to them beyond the the airships and stuff, which are more like kind of steampunkish. But I'm trying to think, like 2 and 3 don't really have too much like sci-fi. But 4, like, you get a spaceship and go to the moon. There's like antennas and like kind of like radio and barrier antennas, and 5. 6 has like factories. So, and we just got some more levels. Woohoo! And let's move Beez back up to the front there. Totally forgot to do that, but hey, look, a robot. We'll talk with him after we get this treasure, so let's grab it all. Some money. A heal helmet. That's like the heal staff, but it's not really useful because we want our characters to have ribbons. So, a Vorpal sword. It's a pretty bad sword. Apparently it was supposed to have a really high critical hit rate, to compensate for its low attack power. Apparently in Dungeons and Dragons, the Vorpal sword, like, it instantly defeats an enemy if you roll a critical hit on it. So kind of a lot of this game, took a lot of concepts off of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. So apparently the thing was that was supposed to have a really high critical rate. But they kind of, like I said, messed up the coding with like the swords and stuff. So just we can drop that heal helmet. Ninjas, everyone can equip that. The ninjas can equip it. Knights can equip it. And it's the second strongest helmet in the game. It's tied with the silver helmet, but it's a little better because it has that secondary effect to cast heal for free. But like I said, we'll be giving all our characters ribbons to give them that elemental protection. So, are you the master? No, we're not. I guess the master's probably somebody from like Lefein, whoever created them. But alright, well, let's head on out of here and go to the second floor. And we have another new enemy here, the Bad Man. We saw the nightmares before. They were that trap tile in the Castle of Ordeals. So they're not new, but we got Bad Man. Eventually we're gonna get Evil Man, but they'll be in a future dungeon. So the Bad Man, they can get worse. They become evil. But Bad Man ain't too bad. As you can see, they don't have any like terrible spells or attacks or anything like that. So not too difficult to deal with. So ouch. Well, that's not too bad. That Aegis Shield protects against glance attacks, so both there will never be turned into stone anymore. You can't be turned into stone, so that's good. Aegis was apparently a shield of the gods. I think it was the one that they kind of referenced in Clash of the Titans. It reflected the reflection of Medusa back. So, alright. Here we go. Let's head up to the second floor. And this one, we're going to have to go all the way around here. The treasure is in that middle room there, but it's really compacted. But you have to kind of go out of your way to get there. But before we go, I'm just going to show off some enemies and head up to the third floor because it's closer to getting the treasure right away. So there's another robot there. We'll go talk with him, see what he has to say. And then since the staircase to the third floor is right there, we'll just head on up. One of us escaped with a cube. He floated far to the west. The cube. We'll learn what the cube is for in a little bit. Third floor is really, really tiny. It just consists of the outer perimeter here and then this one room. But the room is really important because it has the transporter to the floating castle. And it also contains this trap tile, the blue dragon. Wonder why he's blue. Is he sad? I don't know what blue dragons are. Sky dragons, I guess? I don't remember what the dragons were from D&D. Transportation operation requires a cube. Yeah, we can't step on that and transport up until we have the cube, so it's kind of like a locked square. So, in the floating castles, the consoles read stuff, but not here, so. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight the blue dragon again every time we come into this room, so. And as we leave it, the blue dragon can be pretty deadly. He has a lightning spell that he can use that really hurts, so. Our only hope is that he doesn't use it and that we take him out real quick. So, one round, not bad at all. With our last party, we had the white mage Fibs, and he was able to cast the A-Lit, the anti-lit spell, anti-lightning spell, and that saved you really good. But eventually our characters will have resistances. Well, some of them have it already. So we have one ribbon equipped on Chip, and Boat and Beez have opal equipment, which gives them that resistance. So yeah, all the treasure chests here, really compact. So 10 in a row, dragon armor, that really good armor, basically best armor in the game. Sun sword, kind of the second best. No, I guess it'd be like the fourth best sword. You have the Masmune, then Excalibur, then the katanas, which are ninja exclusive, and then you have the Sun Sword, which ninjas can use, but we'll give it to our knights instead, because we'll end up getting the they're due for an upgrade of swords, and they're the ninjas will both eventually end up getting katanas. We can finally get rid of that steel armor. So there we go. So Boat is pretty much decked out in his final gear that he's gonna have. We still got to get ribbons. No, we don't have any ribbons yet. I'm thinking ahead. There's a ribbon on the way to Kraken. There's one in the floating castle, and there's one in the waterfall dungeon. Those ribbons will go on to remaining 3 characters there. So, looking around here, trading things around. So, there we go. Move the Cackler to the bottom left corner there. That way the heal and the mage staff will first the thorn, the light axe go. So they were just easier to access when we use the item and weapon as an item in battle. Saves a little bit of scrolling. So in the long run, I mean, it's like maybe a second every battle, but that can add up. I guess if you're like doing a speed run or not. Not that there's a speed run. This is just a fun exploration run to show off all the things and explain tricks and stuff and tactics, and combined with the first playthrough, show off all the different classes and what they're capable of doing and how that may change strategies. So, well, leaving the tower is pretty easy. So, there we go, easy living. So let's head back to Onrak. We have better gear to take on Tiamat, Kraken, the Fiend of Water. So, but we'll sell some equipment here first. Yeah, that's one bad thing. Onrak does not have an armor shop, or a weapon shop, so we just gotta sell the stuff here. So, I mean, we can always drop it, but like I said, I have a thing against dropping stuff, so seeing what I can use. We don't need that Zeus's Gauntlet anymore because the Thor's Hammer does the same thing as the Zeus's Gauntlet. It uses Lit 2 for free, and we're gonna need that extra armor space from that Nichols has here, so there we go. That frees up things, so now he can get his ribbon eventually. So like I said, we'll be getting one in the next episode when we take on Kraken, and then the following episode we'll get the other one from the waterfall. You know, where the one guy, Cope, the same one who saw the robot, said there's something up there in the waterfall to the north. The waterfall's a short little dungeon. That's why I forgot about it. I was thinking about it the other day, but we'll save it. So, because we might have to do some farming there. So, well, I guess we won't have to farm for any more river monsters anymore, because the last of the river monsters in the north here, and I guess in the game, because he's got all the ones from the south, is here, right here, the red caribou. Looks more orange, but I guess they couldn't spell orange Caribbean, too many letters. So, our characters are red. I guess he's a lighter red, more than orange. So, and he's also no problem for our characters at this point in time, so. Looks like Bert got an extra attack there, so the Sun Sword has a little bit better hit rating than the Ice Sword that he was using. We're gonna have to end up selling a bunch of our weapons then, but they're not as important as selling as armor because we have slots to burn with the weapons. So, we also have another Fiend to burn. Well, I don't know if you can really burn him, he's underwater, so we have another Fiend to put on ice. Or, I guess more appropriate to say would be, let's make Kraken sleep with the fishies. So, but we will do that in next episode. First we're just gonna, as always, save our game. And we'll be heading down to the Sea Shrine, and then heading down, literally in the Sea Shrine, to the bottom floor where Kraken awaits us. Take care, have a good one. See you then. Bye.